Hi everyone, my name is Dan Williams, and I'm running for the House of Representatives for Florida's District 11. Now, this weekend at the No Kings protest in Claremont, Florida, I announced my candidacy. It was a wonderful event, and you could just feel the energy of the crowd. Now, during that event, Barbie and myself were given one question from the audience that is the same, and we had to pick a random number for the second question. We were supposed to record those answers, so here are my answers. Now, the first question we both had to answer was, in the general election, you'll face a tough Republican opponent, backed by national GOP resources and a polarized electorate. What is your specific strategy to beat them? Outline key tactics for mobilizing voters, fundraising, and countering your messages on issues like the economy, immigration, and crime. Now, that's a great question, but it is huge, so let's try to break it down a bit. Now, we won't beat them by playing their game. They have dark money and run a campaign based on fear and the same garbage politics that makes most people tune out. My strategy is to build a grassroots movement so powerful that their money becomes irrelevant. It's based on three key actions. First, we show up. While the current representative hides from voters, we will be everywhere. Town halls, community events, you name it. We're going to activate every single voter who feels ignored, especially young people and working families. Our platform, Ask America, gives people a real reason to engage because it guarantees them a direct vote on every major bill. Now that is a powerful motivator. Now, second, on fundraising, we'll be powered by people, not corporate PACs. Every small dollar donation is a vote for a new kind of politics. My Republican opponent's vote can be bought. My vote can't be, because it will belong to you. And finally, on our messaging, they will sell fear for the economy, immigration, and crime. We will counter that fear with facts and community. When they use talking points from Washington, I'll use Ask America to ask you what our priorities should be. Their entire strategy is to make you angry at your neighbor. Our strategy is to give you a reason to work with your neighbor. They're running the old divisive campaign built on fear. We're building a new modern movement built on direct democracy and community. And that is how we'll win. During the random draw, I chose 2. And my question was, how will you neutralize the GOP's attack on the Democratic policies while landing punches on their vulnerabilities, like healthcare cuts or corruption ties? Now, my answer to this one is simple. I will not participate in political theater. All of this is just a red herring, and I believe voters are tired of the endless cycle of partisan attacks, sound bites, and gotcha moments. It's all a distraction from the real purpose of government, which is to solve problems and make your life better. So my strategy is to refuse to be dragged in the mud. When they launch attacks or misrepresent policies, I won't trade insults. I will trade facts. Indisputable, verifiable facts that you can check for yourself. Let's use a real-world example like healthcare. Now, instead of getting into a shouting match over labels, I'll focus on the data and the direct impact it has in our community. If a bill is proposed that would cut Medicare or allow insurance companies to deny coverage for pre-existing conditions, I won't just call it a bad idea. I will show you the exact number of seniors and families in our district that would be harmed. I'll point to the official, nonpartisan budget reports that show where the money is going instead. And I'll point to the public campaign finance records that show which corporate lobbyists are funding those politicians and pushing for those cuts. Because this isn't about Democrats versus Republicans. This is about whether your family can afford to see a doctor. It's about whether our government is working for you or for the highest bidder. My job would be to cut through the noise, to give you the truth, and then vote in a way that actually helps you. That's how we neutralize attacks and get back to the real work of serving the American people. Now, I know we were supposed to answer 2 questions, but during the event, I said I would answer all of the questions that were asked because it's one of my key platforms that I want to be accessible to you guys. So I don't want people to have asked a question and not gotten an answer. Now, what I'm going to do, because I know this video has to be a little bit shorter, is I'm going to put up a QR code here on the screen. If you'd like to see my other answers to those questions, go ahead and scan it, and it will take you to my website where you can watch that full video. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.